733 coming down to the home stretch, only 3 units left in the year. Unit 18 is all about percents. Actually, 18 and 19 are both about percents. So we're going to look at percents and fractions in Unit 18, Part 1. So the first thing we need to do is define what a percent is. A percent is a ratio with a denominator of 1. We've talked a lot about ratios in the past couple units. So a percent is a ratio with a denominator of 100. Percent means per 100. If you think cents, there's 100 cents in a dollar, percent per 100. So the first thing to do is write a percent as a fraction in simplest form. So our first one is 16%. We said that a percent is a ratio of the 100 as the denominator. So to write 16% as a fraction, we're just going to write it 16 over 100. Then we're going to put that in simplest form, which would be 4 over 25. We divide both of those by 4. For number 2, we have 71%. So as a fraction, that's going to be 71 over 100. We can't reduce that at all. 71 is a prime number, so that's already simplest form. I'll leave number 3 for you guys to do. So we just did turning a percent into a fraction. Now we're going to take a fraction and turn it into a percent. Now there's a couple ways that we can do this. For this first way, we're still working with the fact that percent means per 100. So we have 31 over 50. To make it a percent, we know that we need the denominator to be 100. So I can say that 50 times 2 gives me 100. So I'm going to do 31 times 2, which is 62. So I'll do 62 over 100, which is the same thing as 62%. The second one, I have 13 over 20. I know that I need to turn that into something over 100. I can say 20 times 5 is 100. So I can do 13 times 5, which is 65. So I have 65 over 100, which is 65%. I also leave number 3 for you on this one. The next section says writing a probability as a percent. So probabilities we just got done talking about in our last unit. It says a computer randomly generates an integer from 1 to 5. Find the probability of a given event. Write your answer as a percent. So our first event is P of 4, meaning that the integer that comes out would be a 4. So P of 4 would equal 1 because there's only one 4 in there, over 5, which is the total. Then we want to turn this into a percent, so we need to make it something over 100. I do 5 times 20 to get 100, so I can do 1 times 20 to get 20 over 100. So as a percent, that would be 20%. For the second one, it says the probability of an even number. From 1 to 5, I have 2 and 4 that are even numbers, so I have 2 even numbers out of 5 total. And I can turn that into something over 100. So 5 times 20 again, we'll go to 2 times 20, we'll get 40. So as a percent, that's going to be 40%. I'll leave number 3 for you guys on this one as well. Alright, so on the bottom of this page, it says finding the percent of a number. Okay? So again, there's going to be multiple ways that we can find the percent of a number. In this way, we're going to focus on the fact that percents are a ratio of the hundreds, not as the denominator. So I'm going to start by taking 40% and rewriting that as 40 over 100. The word of means to multiply, so I'm going to do 40 over 100 times 30. And then just to keep these in practice, I'll make this 30 over 1. Now before I multiply, I can reduce. 100 and 30 can both be divided by 10, so this will become a 3, this will become a 10. So I'm doing 40 times 3, which is 120. And I'm doing 10 times 1, which is 10. So when I divide that out, I'll just get 12. So 40% of 30 is 12. Looking at the next one, I have 75% of 48. So I'm going to start by writing 75% as a fraction, so that's 75 over 100. Of means multiply, and that's 48 over 1. Now, on the first one, I could have reduced even more if I wanted to at the beginning. So I'm going to show you that on this one. So for number 2, 75 over 100, I can rewrite as 3 over 4. And and then multiply that by 48 over 1. Then 48 and 4 can both be divided by 4, so that'd be 1, that'd be 12. So 3 times 12 is going to give me 36. So 75% of 48 is 36. All right, I'll leave number 3 for you guys to try. On the back side, we've got some word problems. The first one says you buy cottage cheese that is 4% milk fat. What fraction of the cottage cheese is milk fat? Well, let's discuss this question. So the cottage cheese is 4% milk fat. All we need to do is turn that into a fraction. Any percent as a fraction is going to be that percent over 100. And then let's go ahead and simplify that. This is what we divided by 4. So I get 1 over 25. Number 2 says, a basketball player makes 21 of her 25 free throw attempts during practice. What percent of her free throws does the player make? So 21 over 25, so go ahead and write that as a fraction. To make it a percent, we need to turn it into something over 100. So 25 times 4 gives me 100, so I'll do 21 times 4, which will give me 84. So she made 84% of the free throws. Alright, number 3, I'll leave for you guys to try. If you have trouble, just ask me for help. And then there's some review problems here at the bottom. At the very bottom of this page are just some common percents turned into fractions, just in case you need those on seconds or anything like that.